So, last time we found Lukas Kane, who, if you remember, uploaded the YouTube video of that ship exploding. And we need to break him out of prison, but we need more fingerprints for that. So we are currently crawling through sewer ducts in the prison to find them.
I really hope that at the other side of this duct we're just back on the cruise ship.
Yeah. They just docked somewhere. They docked on Prison Island.
So, like, is getting imprisoned in, like, this prison, like, what happens when your YouTube video gets demonetized?
Yeah.
Oh, now I get why everyone's so upset about it always.
Yeah.
3 strikes and they put you in the pit.
Anyway, Chirps, hold on, let me pull out my guitar. I gotta play Enter Sandman very quick.
Hey, come on. But you also get sent here if you do reaction content and monetize it, so...
This, like, tile-based movement really only feels to me like old school, especially PS1 era, like Western takes on RPGs. So at any moment, it feels like this is just gonna turn into a very, very terrible turn-based combat kind of game.
Yeah, like, I am just imagining, like, some fucking Might and Magic dwarf to just pop out, like, a little guy with a hat and the ugliest set of teeth you've ever seen.
You know, maybe we should get, like, a Tekken, like, Etrian Odyssey style game.
I'm thinking of, like, a mystery dungeon. Those guys love to make an RPG out of anything.
Oh, that's true. Or, yeah, they could, I mean, you know, we've seen previous fighting games have, like, beat-em-up modes. I don't see why we couldn't do that with Tekken, right?
Yeah, didn't, like, Tomba do that?
Tobal did.
Oh, Tobal.
I think Tomba should do it, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, we crushed this man's skull through his entire body. That's the power of Tekken's Nina Williams.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do a bad drop kick.
Yeah.
That is very much a moment where I kind of would wish that it had the full-on, like, Sniper Elite kind of...
oh, yeah.
That would be a very interesting view of how the foot goes entirely throughout the body.
Yeah.
I just wish that there were, like, ragdoll physics for, like, the areas where you broke the bones.
Yeah.
If only. I feel like that might be a little too powerful for the PS2 at this point.
Yeah, but imagine if it had, like, Oblivion ragdoll physics.
Uh-huh.
Eventually half of the body just merges with the torso. Everything goes wrong.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like you crush a guy's ribcage and he just, like, does the xylophone like a Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Or just, like, removes that part of his model.
Flies 5 miles into the air.
Yeah, the skull fragment sounds, like, suddenly go up, like, 40 decibels.
Yeah.
Start hearing the source engine, like, flesh collision noise.
Also, so that coin we just passed is my least favorite. Because you can't see the ground, it either takes you like 15 seconds to find it or like 5 minutes to find where it is.
I thought you were just gonna start going on a rant on, like, coinage.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very mad about fiat currency. Let me tell you
Yeah,
about
bring back the
Bitcoin.
gold standards.
Yes, agreed.
It reminds me of how they found, like, that one secret coin area in Donkey Kong 64 after, like, 20 years.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing. Anyway, so that was the grenade launcher. As you saw, very good. That's why you only get 4 bullets in it.
Yep, they're bullets. That's what a grenade launches.
Very big ones, though.
A grenade is like a bullet, so how about you grow up? Anyway, sorry, I ran back because I got scared because there's a dead body right there.
I mean, I get it. That's fine.
Actually, you got scared because you knew you were gonna lose that argument.
It's also true.
This should be, like, the Tomb Raider, like, 2013 game where, like, every time Nina Williams sees a dead body, she freaks out.
Master Spy, Tekken Nina Williams, also scared of every dead body she sees. Look at that skeleton, though. It's cool. It also looks like it has like 8 hands.
Yeah, you need to use like some crushing blows on it.
It was very, like, nice of the prisoner to die in a cool pose, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be a general thing. Think about how your skeleton is going to look in, like, 50 years.
I think he legitimately did the Dragon's Lair thing where he crossed his arms and then turned into a skeleton.
That's kind of how it looks.
Anyway, that guy didn't die in the sewer or from, like, his injuries or something. He got killed by God for being British.
Fair.
So are these rats edible, or are these, like, strictly inedible rats?
My guess is these must be the edible rats, like they're sourcing them from here, because there are clearly so many. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure, right? Like, that lore does not come up. We don't get, like, the prison menu here on Prison Island.
I mean, these are the more natural edible rats. Like, some would say they're a bit more artisanal because they're not, like, you know, farm bred and stuff like that.
Right.
Do you think it's all you can eat edible rats on the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It's a cruise ship. Of course it is.
The dream.
I think it's one of those things that, like, you know how when you get, like, an authentic, like, Chinese restaurant experience, ultimately, like, all the Yelp reviews come back as, like, 3.5, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's kind of like that, where these rats would be, like, the 3.5s, where they're, like, they're edible, but, like, you can't really tell in the same way.
Mm-hmm. They keep all the bones in.
Right.
Yeah,
Nina Williams not in the kitchen, just punching them.
I mean, that's tenderizing. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, the thing you're going to notice about this prison area is that there's just a lot of fucking coins, and especially underwater.
Well, that was all the prisoners making wishes.
That's right. I wish I wasn't in the prison, and you know what? It didn't come true.
Well, I don't know. They're not around anymore.
That's true. We've only seen one skeleton.
You're just putting words in the prisoner's mouth, Chorps, and that's
right.
like a false equivalency or something.
See,
I
that's
apologize.
why there are no prisoners here. They weren't, like, taken and experimented on. All their wishes were granted.
I see. That's beautiful.
Yeah, coincidentally, all their wishes were, I wish I was experimented on.
Also beautiful. Look, you know, it turns out all those wishes actually by Dr. Boskanovich. I wish I could experiment on more prisoners.
Yeah, he's fucking, like, sewing 2 of them together, and he's so happy that he starts doing that slide kick.
Yeah. And Crazy Frog starts playing.
He's like, hey, Roger, get in here.
You won't believe this. Anyway, so as the camera angle gave so appropriately, we're gonna have to do, like, a dam puzzle here where we,
Hey, Chorps,
adjust the water
language.
levels. Hey. I meant, like, the beavers.
Where's that damn 4th puzzle?
You know, it's fucked up that, that Tekken is the series most beloved in Europe, but yet they still use the imperial measurement in this game.
That's true.
Yeah, well, that was because all the prisoners were British.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so there was, like, a tactical move to make sure that they don't escape, right?
Yeah.
They can't, because they can't figure out what 40 feet means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in a moment, everything gets measured in stones, and no one understands what's happening anymore.
They're like, oh, geez, how many hands high is this water?
Yeah, I think they should have, like, gone the other direction. It's just like, oh yeah, this is 40 cubits worth of water, right? Like, they just start using really archaic ones to see if they can get out.
You gotta walk 35 scones forward somewhere here, or scones, or whatever they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 0.5 nautical miles.
To figure out how this dam works, you have to ask the village wise woman.
Right, who gives it, again, in, like, something like, oh, this is in 35 peasants' feet, or whatever.
What is a rosemary EOS?
That is a, essential oil,
Oh.
and S is for small. So we picked some of those up earlier. We'll be using them later, but basically they're, like, temporary stat boosts.
And all these guys, they're, like, getting, like, the goop boxes. They love essential oils.
Yeah. You just rub them on your skin and you do 20% extra damage. What's
I mean,
not
I
to get?
guess I could see being allowed to bring something like that with you if you're on sewer duty.
Yeah, right, like something to just cover the smell, if nothing else.
A little bit. Just something.
Like, it doesn't clean you, but it makes you feel a little bit better as you have to walk through the poo water all over here.
You can go sniff it now and then, like nose torque.
Oh, cool. I mean, that's how you just keep yourself happy throughout the day.
Or just keep you alive.
That's why all the Glassdoor reviews for this this prison island are so high. Mm-hmm. They will let you express yourself freely.
3.5. Been in the sewer all day, but hey, I smell like lavender, I guess.
Yeah. So, as you saw, we had to put it down to 0 feet just so we could get 1 coin, another wish from a wayward prisoner.
And no way you could destroy a box underwater.
It's true. And thankfully, at 30 feet, there's another coin.
Oh my god.
This is a mostly exploration area.
So this is like half of the video?
Yeah, basically.
This should have been like Just Cause, where you have to just get a bunch of cigarettes, because that's prison money.
Oh, that would have been cool, too. No, we're saving them because Tekken's Nina Williams knows like a currency trader, right? Mm-hmm. And even though this is like clearly printed as like the cruise ship funny money, it's got to be worthwhile to someone, right? It's backed in something worthwhile.
Right, it's got like, instead of Chuck E. Cheese, it has like the guy with the pistols on it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
They're like those people who make like real Bitcoin coins.
Yeah! Man, I wonder what those guys are up to now.
Dead in a ditch somewhere, I don't know.
Wow. Their wishes came true, too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, as you can see, we had to like go through like a little hole, which does not give us a lot of air to get back. But thankfully, there's also just like an open space above here. They just built a lot of like air passages.
I like the, unique camera angle. Like, they made an entire little area just for you to go up and then come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And great news, it's not the only one. Keep an eye out for some later.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
I feel like there's been a lot of things here and there where it feels like, I don't know if Nina Williams is like really a top level spy or anything, but I feel like the fact that she like actually takes the step down a ladder and doesn't just slide down like a cool person is very much the most damning thing.
Yeah,
Right.
That's like crazy for like a video game character to just go down rung by rung.
Yeah.
And you see that she jumps the last two when going up a ladder, right? But yeah, going down, it's just like, oh, she's very careful.
I think part of Nina Williams' backstory is that her mom accidentally died on a ladder when she was like trying to retile the roof.
Listen,
Oh, I see.
for every Tekken character, they get like a martial artist proficient in like the martial art to do all the moves. For this, they got like an expert in ladder climbing to like go for it, and you guys are complaining about the realism and beauty behind it.
Yeah, this
I
is
guess
like
you're
a
right.
PhD in ladder climbing. This is what happens.
Maybe they should be an expert in not being a fucking dweeb.
Damn. Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't think about the mocap artist behind this.
You know
So-
what, Teok? I'm sick of this shit. Noon, I'm gonna grab my ladder. You're gonna be there. We'll see who's better at this.
Bring your tiny little step ladder, man. I ain't fucking scared of you.
Yeah, that's the only one Future Friend needs because he's so tall.
Yeah, otherwise he can get up on the roof of his house
Yeah,
without any issue.
I just get on 2 steps and I start losing oxygen.
Oh, the air's too thin.
Yeah, all he has to do to retile his roof is crouch down.
Wow.
I feel like it really should just be like Nina Williams with like her cell phone out and being like, can you hear me now? I'm trying to find a hotspot.
Flush the rat out of the sewer. Tracker teams, evac immediately. Repeat, evac immediately.
Well, it's not going to be a hotspot now when it's submerged in water. Anyways, we have a timed mission now, and it's to get out before this entire section gets flooded.
Oh no, but what about all the coins still down here?
Or I guess the entire sewer gets flooded. Well, we'll have to find another way. But first, here's a detour you can take that takes like 40 seconds of your time. And what's it for? That's right, it's for a machine gun suitcase.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I think it's worth it. When I
No,
played
absolutely.
like James Bond Nightfire as a kid, I only played like the mission with like that fucking machine gun suitcase. It was so cool.
Yeah, no, it's a very funny weapon, so I think it's better that we grab it now than not grab it. But as you see, it did take, close to half the time we're allowed to escape. But thankfully, I would say that, doing it normally, it's pretty generous. So basically, this is just to ramp up the tension of the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's also the ideal weapon, because, like, you'd be having that suitcase on, and all the guards would be thinking, oh, this is just a regular businesswoman who would never do me harm. But
That's
then,
right.
you put it down, and they go, uh-huh.
I really hope that, like, it's a suitcase gun, but, like, Nina just whacks people with it. She never even activates the gun part of it.
You'll have to see later. But so you see the big obstacle here is that when you're climbing across these pipes, there are just some crazy electrical wirings that you have to deal with.
Yeah, this place ain't up to OSHA standards.
Yeah. So when they're up like that, which I think is what electrical wires do, because I'm an engineer, you can go past them. But if you touch them, you fall and immediately die.
Oh, well,
So-
I think there's actually is, like, a reasonable explanation. This place is haunted.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'd believe it. Given what I know about Tekken lore, I'd be willing to believe that any place is haunted. And we're done.
Kinda get close.
Anyways, we've made it out into the courtyard of the prison island.
Oh, there's a fence there. I thought that was just a freestanding door.
Oh no, that's a fence.
It's like a portal to another world.
That's right.
Are we in Clock Tower 3 now?
Kinda looks like it, right? But no. Worse in Tekken's Nina Williams in Death by Degrees.
Continue to hunt down the enemy.
So here we're trying to play safe. As you can see, the guards are on patrol, and we're trying not to proc them for combat.
Yeah, Nina's out of calorie maids.
That's right. She's not out of neck breaks, though.
I like
Ah,
that.
Butterfingers.
I like that she doesn't even have like a sneaking noise. She makes the loudest like footprint. Like she's walking around with tap shoes on.
I mean, she's got like metal high heels on, so she's just like clapping away. You definitely think they would notice more, but maybe like everyone else has like steel-toed boots, right? So they just assume that it's the same noise.
They've all got AirPods in.
Yeah. Also, don't really seem to notice whenever like a dead body drops behind them or anything.
Yeah.
General issue with fainting spells or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why they got into this business. Anyways, it doesn't really show here, but the laser section here is being powered by a gun on the other side.
Is that another suitcase gun?
No.
Oh my god.
It's even cooler, which we'll see once we get through here. It's a railgun. It accelerates bullets into lasers. Unfortunately, we still only have one slot for guns.
Oh no.
And as you know, we have suitcase gun in our inventory already. I thought about it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it, and so we'll be back here later to grab the gun again. Thankfully, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, Chirps. This was a mighty big thing for you to do.
Yeah, I had to swallow my pride. Yeah, so here you can see the description for the essential oil for eucalyptus. It increases our speed by 20% for 3 minutes.
No, it combats leg fatigue.
That's also true.
Yeah, that's Nina's problem. She always gets cramps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets a Charlie horse.
Ugh.
But yeah, so now we can open that door so we don't have to go through the lasers anymore, and we can just take the gun to our heart's content once we have the space. Anyways, as we talked about before, Nina Williams is many things, a health inspector, an OSHA agent, and we're going to be investigating the prison island next time.